Look at the world map and a pattern hits you. A few nations stay rich, most struggle. It isn't because some peoples are smarter or more gifted, that's a comforting myth. It's because power stacks the board, then keeps the rules in its favor for generations. Colonial empires extracted wealth, crushed local industries, and revived economies to serve distant capitals. In India, the East India Company taxed farmers, exported raw cotton, and flooded markets with British cloth. By independence, industrial capacity and fiscal freedom were stunted, and institutions were shaped to obey, not decide. After 1945, new architecture replaced empires, the dollar system, global lenders, security alliances, and shipping control. These systems stabilized trade, yes, but they also let rule makers write terms others had to accept. That's how advantage endures without flags or uniforms, through standards, debt, and access to markets and technology. When influence wobbled, covert hands intervened. Declassified files show roles in Iran's 1953 coup, Guatemala in 1954, Congo in 1960, and Chile in 1973. Each toppled a leader, installed a friendlier regime, and warned others what defiance could cost. During the Cold War, strongmen who promised stability often found Western money, training, or diplomatic cover. Indonesia under Suharto, Chile under Pinochet, Pakistan under Zia, security cooperation flowed while dissent was crushed. The message was simple: align with our interests and we'll look away from your abuses. Economic tools did quieter work. IMF and World Bank loans arrived with conditions: under devaluation, subsidy cuts, privatization, rapid market opening. Some reforms improved efficiency, but in many places they triggered layoffs, price shocks, and years of political strain. South Asia felt these currents intensely. In 1971, Washington tilted toward Pakistan during the Bangladesh crisis, while the Cold War shaped every choice. Operation Cyclone in the 1980s armed Afghan fighters through Pakistan, leaving militant networks and weapons that outlasted the war. In 1991, India's balance of payments crisis led to an IMF-backed liberalization and a steep currency devaluation. Growth accelerated, a new middle class emerged, yet inequality widened and public investment lagged for years. Power isn't a single puppet master, it's incentives and pressure points that stay options on the table. Sri Lanka's doorway to collapse came from domestic policy errors, pandemic tourism losses, global fuel prices, and complex debts. Media headlines hunted for a single villain, but the trap was a web: local elites, multiple lenders, and global shocks. That's the playbook: nudge, entangle, and let narratives hide how many hands are on the wheel. Today, manipulation rides our phones: micro-targeted ads, bot farms, deepfakes, and outrage-first algorithms. Western agencies, rival powers, political parties, and PR firms all play the feed, chasing influence, money, or votes. If you feel constantly angry and certain, someone probably designed it that way. So build a sharper filter. Check sources, read across viewpoints, follow the money, and ask who benefits from your fear. Pause before forwarding, use fact checkers, and keep your attention as carefully as your savings. Then act where it counts. Support independent media and strong local institutions, demand transparent contracts, protect data rights, and vote with turnout. Regionally, back fair trade, clean energy and education, locally organize, volunteer, and refuse easy answers dressed as destiny.